Welcome back, everybody, to our reviews and recaps and rewinds and Easter eggs and references and all the things that you don't even see in this show that we see because we're experts. We see everything.
Hell yeah, talk, baby.
Also, if you've missed some of the things that we've seen, you are not welcome. This is exclusively for big, awful nerds.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, this is a very inviting space for everybody.
That's right.
Let's
have a fun, friendly chat.
Can I be...
Not you guys, you're not invited.
No,
at all.
this is just us.
James and I, we're going to have a fun, friendly chat. You guys are on the outskirts.
You can leave
You're
comments.
at the table, but shh.
Yeah. Please leave a like on this video. We are going to talk about... I'm sorry, that was all very rude up top. We are going to talk about Moon Knight, episode 2. I nearly said Hawkeye because, of course, this is our Talkeye.
That's right.
Hawkeye, was that what
Hawk
it's called?
Talk.
Hawk Talk. There
Hawk
we go.
Talk.
Fun stuff. And we open this episode...
Yes.
Well, there's a couple of things going on here. I want to talk about how Stephen Grant gets fired, the hidden storage unit, what's the deal with that scarab, more about the villains and the gods.
Outfit talk?
Outfit talk, absolutely. And a couple of surprising Easter eggs at the end that you might be like, excuse me, how did you even find that? I'm the biggest Marvel fan in the world. No, I am. That's how I found him, actually.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Yeah, cool
You
stuff.
get a little plaque or something for being the biggest Marvel fan in the world?
Yeah, someone send me that. Make it and send it. Put a lot of work into it too.
Nice.
I'm sorry, it's late. I'm awful. Anyways, Mason, he gets fired from his day job.
That's right.
Which who knows how long he's had that for, or even if his personality is real. Is it a recent personality?
Right?
Do you know what I mean?
Are we going to go back to that place and it's just an empty building? We don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Probably not. Probably won't go that far. I reckon everybody in there's real.
I think you might be right, except for that Egyptian jackal.
Yeah.
Like, it had me at the start of the show being like, is none of this real? Like, how much of this is real?
James, you
Is this
had me
any
at
said?
Egyptian jackal.
But, you know, it turns out that they are real. They're he's the only one that can see them,
Yeah.
it turns out. And probably Ethan Hawke. I did think maybe they were going to go down the road of he's fighting it, but it's all in his mind. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But no, it turns out it's a real thing. You just can't see a big Egyptian jackal, it turns out. So going into these mercenaries storage unit, we're seeing multiple currencies. We're seeing a Beretta. We're seeing a US passport. We see that Mark Spector was born in 1987. Okay, all right. I mean, he looks great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But he's 43. I looked it up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, he's a terrific 43. Let's not kid ourselves.
Real short king.
Exactly. He also...
Do you think they're going to comment on that when, like, he inevitably teams up with the Avengers or whoever,
well, he
the
might,
Midnight Suns or whoever? Like,
he might not, and I want to talk about why. Also
interesting.
at the
Okay,
end. Yeah.
Okay.
But how'd you feel about finding out the truth about? He's just straight up with Stephen. He's like, okay, so I serve Khonshu. I'm in a reflection.
Sure,
I'm a mercenary and et cetera
Yeah.
and so forth.
You don't want to be. I mean, you really want to be in this reflection. It's so good in here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm drinking Mai Tais.
It's warm.
The weather's great over here, not in dreary old England. I wouldn't want to. Don't put me in dreary old England. Ha, gotcha. It sucks in here.
I'm not going to sleep.
Spectre time, baby.
Yeah. One of my favorite aspects of this is the dynamic between himself and also that horrible bird-faced god that's just spooking around everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm loving all of that. It's really good stuff. Kill him. Also, we find out about that scarab, and it turns out
it's a compass.
It's a compass.
It's pointing
of
towards
sorts.
Ammit.
That's right.
Who's the god that Harrow worships?
Yeah.
And they want to break her out.
What
Break her
kind
out
of-
of god prison.
What kind of light do you think it's going to emit?
Or like color-wise.
Oh, he's got that purple staff, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's probably, I think
Big purple
they
light?
tipped their hand too early. It's going to be a big purple laser in the finale. Yeah.
Oh, no. Let's talk about the villain, though, I guess, or the human one. So Arthur Harrow we've learned more about him. Gives him a little tour of the little neighborhood that he's in. He also mentions how he's a former Avatar. He was the Fist of Vengeance previously for Khonshu. Now, I looked into the previous Moon Knights, right?
Oh, yes.
Like, is this guy anybody we've seen before? Spoiler alert, no. But he's had ones from ancient Rome in the medieval age, and a Viking and a pirate and a cowboy. There's one from the Prohibition era. There's a World War II British soldier.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
this is like an Iron Fist situation where there's been like
Yeah,
a bunch of previous ones. Okay,
This is in the
right.
comics at
What
least.
happens to them? They retire? And
Yeah, they all retire. They
nice.
all get substantial retirement
Wow.
packages.
And there's a construction worker.
Yep.
There's a policeman.
Yep.
Native American.
That's right.
The other village people.
The other village people.
All the other village
And
people.
they all end up in a mirror or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
In a mirror ball, probably.
Yeah. I wonder whether the dual personalities is a result of Khonshu's interference or if you have to be susceptible to having that condition.
I think in the comic books they're often, and I think there might be a line in this where it's like you
chose me because
I'm mentally weak.
Yeah,
I think, but
that's rude.
It is rude.
It's a rude thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the writer of the show, Jeremy Slater, mentioned why. Well, the main Moon Knight villain is a character called Bushman, who Mark Spector cut the face off. At one
that's
point,
right. Uh-huh. And he had to replace it with some bushes.
That's right.
That he found. You can always hear him coming because of the rustling.
Yeah. He said, well, he's his only recognizable villain, but we felt it was too close to Black Panther's Eric Killmonger, so we decided to invent a villain instead. So
and it's this gold guy? It's the gold statue guy?
The gold statue guy.
Do you think he's gonna speak at any point?
I would love that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he'll be the new Stan Lee? Just in every subsequent movie, you're just the gold statue guy.
You keep on looking for a new Stan Lee.
Yes.
I don't think we're there yet.
All right,
I don't think we're there yet.
I just think it should be me.
Oh, that's what we're doing. You're offering up like alternatives that
That'll
you know
slightly worse
will never happen.
Yeah.
You think you're better than that guy?
And then I'll be like, well, seems we've mentioned 6 guys that it couldn't be, so it's got to be me.
It's gotta be.
And I'll show up in the movies and be like, I know some of your backstories.
I've seen most of these movies. So yeah, that's why they created Arthur Harrow. So for the moment, and I think, maybe this changes, but it seems like he is a creation just for this.
Yeah. Now, speaking of characters we've just met, his
who's that?
ex-wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Actually, it's his current
wife, yeah. Now,
divorce looming.
Someone
can relate.
When he
You spend too much time watching these Disney Plus shows, James.
But there's so much content.
Yes.
I have to do it for YouTube. So when Mark Spector asked that other woman out on a date, was he cheating?
Oh, great question.
Was it just to get Stephen Grant in trouble?
No, maybe it's because they've been separated a long time.
Okay,
and
he's like, I'm ready to get out there again in the world, but maybe he isn't because he clearly does still care about her. But what I also thought was interesting that Mark Spector is like about to be dumped by Khonshu.
Yeah,
which is happened a few times in the comics where he's like, you know what? You're not that useful to me anymore. I'm just going to move on to the next person. And he's looking specifically at Layla as the replacement for Moon Knight. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the suits, plural.
All right, hell yeah, okay.
They're real. Like I was wondering, like, how much of that is real?
Oh,
can other people see it?
You mean in terms of the show? He's not imagining the Moon Knight suit appears on him.
Yeah.
It's real.
Is the Mr. Knight suit from the comics one that he puts on?
Yes.
So that's not a magical suit?
I mean, most in the comic books, generally speaking, all his suits are. They've done a little Hollywood movie magic here, that he's got I think these days we're in like the Iron Man kind of suit up era. Like there's not enough time in these movies and TV shows for somebody to physically put an outfit on. You want to push a button and it's like and it's
absolutely
whatever. But in the comic books, generally speaking, they're like just regular suits. But in the comic book, for background, when Moon Knight superhero operates in New York City, there are some places where the NYPD would prefer that there are not superheroes or costumed vigilantes interfering in like murder investigations, for example.
Yes.
So Mark Spector has invented this persona called Mr. Knight, who is just a concerned citizen who shows up in a nice white town car.
And they're like,
it's not. This isn't a superhero. This is just Mr. Knight, and he's here to beat up everyone. And so that's that. He's that character in this.
Yeah.
But in this show, it's just thus far it seems to be just like a visual gag.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if that's going to upset people.
Maybe.
Do you think this suit will return?
Yeah, definitely.
I hope so.
What do you think of the look of it?
I love it.
Yeah, I thought you would. I thought this would be right up your alley.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a center vent on the jacket, but which I don't like.
What's the center vent?
It's in the back. It's just the one vent. You should have side vents.
That's so he can move, right?
Yeah, but I think it'll be easier if he had 2.
Or 3.
No,
is that a thing?
That's insane, James.
Is
That's
it?
Madness.
I'm just thinking about the symmetry of it.
God.
I think I've invented something great.
Probably
you know
have.
what? I think I could be the next Stan Lee. Put me in the movies and shows, please. Yeah, I loved seeing him in the full Moon Knight costume.
Yes.
Like sprinting across a rooftop and leaping. Like that's great.
good, right?
Like how good is it seeing that in live action? Really good stuff. So it turns out also in terms of gods, like Khonshu and Ammit. Ammit?
Yes.
Arnold. They're not friendly, right?
Right.
So it turns out that, we talked about this last week, but Ammit's deal is that she's minority reporting people. Well, says she is at least. Just like, yeah, in terms of like, oh, you're going to do a bad thing and I'm going to murder you, right?
Sure.
And Stephen Grant's like, I'm not big on that. And yet the other guy, the Khonshu, is like, I'll get you later. I'll get you after you do a thing.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Okay, sure.
But I feel like this is just petty squabbling stuff. Like, I do wonder whether there is a greater evil here or it's just
like two very powerful beings slapping one another at the Oscars.
essentially, yeah.
It doesn't say much about the real world. It's just it's beyond our understanding.
It certainly is, yeah. But I'm just interested to see what is the ultimate goal for both of them? You know, is one really evil and is one really good? Are they both terrible?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what's actually going on here?
But I mean, the real question is, James, would you serve one of them in exchange for like a weird grimy white suit?
No, I'd just buy the suit. I'd get on Etsy or something.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely.
I mean, the glowing eyes would be hard to perfect and then see out of, like in a practical sense.
Yeah.
So I guess the magic suit would be more applicable to that.
Right.
But, you know, do I have a weird mirror man yelling at me? Like, I don't need any of that.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work, honestly, for very little payoff.
Exactly. But we also see that the cane that Ethan Hawke's character has, it's got a magic power. It's got a little bit of magic power, and it can summon the Egyptian jackals. And that's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But I'm really like, you know, if I had one criticism of this show thus far,
Sure.
he hasn't beaten up a lot of men in a way that we can see that. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah. Do you don't think that's coming?
I mean, I hope it is.
Yeah, because I think maybe some people are going to this thinking like it's going to be like Daredevil, where he's just going to be wrecking people every week.
I was.
But there you go. But I don't know whether that's the version of this we're going to be getting.
I think he's going to save it all up and wreck one man real hard at the end.
No, I think we're probably going to get an extended sequence of him beating up a bunch of people at once. I think, but yeah, you make a good points, Mason, and I'll never say that you haven't. Yeah,
I'm a real Stan Lee-esque guy.
What do you mean by that? You want to be in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But James, big finish, and I think I think we all knew where this was going to be headed. Right? He's an Egyptian god.
Yep.
Once you head over to sunny Egypt,
What's going on there, you reckon?
pyramid stuff, probably.
Yeah. Do you reckon a big
Pyramid schemes.
Probably. Do you reckon a big laser's going to come out of that pyramid?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see a big laser. There's also a bit at the start.
I saw a news article the other day, and it's like, we still haven't explored all these pyramids. And I'm like, just blast them open, I reckon.
Just leave it. Who cares? Just a bunch of people fucking dead in there.
No, I reckon some TikTokers should go in there and
Ruin it?
Yeah, ruin it. Yeah. Just knock some stuff over.
Just like the absolute insanity and hubris to be like, this is for me, this big building.
Yep.
It's strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we both want to be the new Stan Lee.
That's
so different. Yeah, but do you remember in the first episode, the little girl's like, there's not even anything in any of these. There's probably a big laser in one
Definitely
of them.
a laser.
Can't wait.
A portal opening laser, I would imagine.
Oh, I'd love to see a big portal.
But bloody Mark Spector's not happy about it. He's all there. He's not even in bed.
Nah.
He's just sitting next to the bed,
Yeah, exactly.
boozing it up.
He's boozing up big time. Do you want to do a couple of Easter eggs?
Love to do some Easter eggs.
Cool. So we see.
That's a cool new drug in Australia.
Is it?
Yeah, doing some Easter eggs.
Doing some Easter eggs. You snort them?
No, you eat them. You unwrap the foil.
Yeah.
And there's chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe they got like I don't know, a caramel inside or something, you know?
Can they be hollow? I like the hollow ones.
Yeah, hollow ones. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That's great.
Yeah, no.
They try to fancy them up. I don't want nothing in there.
yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
no surprises.
Yeah.
Anyway, the GRC, the Global Reparation Council, we see like a bus that has that. A bus
Yeah.
or a truck, I can't
From
remember.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Exactly. So basically this helps people adjust to life after the blip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mhm.
Sort of people whose partners married other people. And it's mostly just dealing with legal stuff, I'd imagine.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Divorce proceedings and so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And the other thing is, on the outside of the storage unit, there's a QR code.
Oh, yeah.
And I checked it out. I said,
Okay.
where does this go? That's what I said to myself.
Okay.
It goes to marvel.com, but specifically the Moon Knight page, and you can read a free Moon Knight comic book that inspired the series and check back weekly for more exclusive Moon Knight comic books. Now, the latest one,
Okay.
at time of checking this,
Uh-huh.
happens to be Werewolf by Night.
Ah.
And interestingly, Werewolf by Night has just started filming.
Oh, I see.
So I wonder whether we're going to see Moon Knight in Werewolf by Night.
Oh.
But here's something else. This is via
And
Variety.
they can meet, and one guy will be like, I'm Moon Knight. I'm Werewolf by Night. No, with a K? Yeah, no, I'm just
I'm
Night with
different,
it.
yeah,
No,
I'm-
just with an N.
Yeah. Should we kiss? All right.
Well, I'm going to take these multiple layers of masks off.
That's right, yeah. So Oscar Isaac was talking about how he came to the role and the future of it. He said, I was in a position because I wasn't actively looking to get back into something this big to say, this is how I see it. And if you guys don't see it that way, that's totally okay. But then maybe it's not the right fit. And so I wasn't afraid to go in and do the wrong thing. And it's also mentioned that unlike the other actors before him, Oscar Isaac is not obligated via contract to appear in anything in the MCU after this.
Whoa, it's a whole new age.
Yeah.
Not 7 more movies. Interesting.
So after this 6-episode run, there is the possibility, though I would say it's unlikely, that we don't see him again.
You're right.
And I kind of think that would be great, just to be like, let's just retire him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe have him...
Oscar Isaac. Retire him, yeah.
Have him kiss the werewolf, and
Yeah,
then
that's
we'll all
right.
move on.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So there you go.
They can be married.
Yep.
Mr. Moon Knight Knight. It's hyphenated. Whichever way you
Which
want
one's
it.
first?
Doesn't matter. Whichever way you
doesn't
want.
matter. Yeah, perfect. They can figure that out. Anyways, as mentioned, next week, Egypt. Yes, we will be back. And if you do want to hear these early, you actually can. As soon as the episode goes up, we record our episode, and then it goes up at bigsandwich.co. So the audio's there right away before Collins does this wonderful edit that he does. How does he do it, Mason? Computers, that's right.
I think it's computers, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you thinking the word computer, and I got in there first, if you don't mind. There's other things at bigsandwich.co. It's like our Patreon. There's movie commentaries. There's bonus podcasts. There's a picture of a kissing werewolf.
Is there?
I don't know. I'll try and find one.
Someone could draw one, send it to us on Twitter.
Yeah.
We'll put it up there.
Yeah. No, don't, because then we're basically making money off people.
Oh, you think people are going to pay for that?
Well, mate, I don't know. Someone might.
James, we've got the numbers in. We've had more subscriptions than ever before. People are going mad for this kissing werewolf. They're just downloading the kissing werewolf picture and they're leaving again. This is madness.
Also, we have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That comes out every Monday, but it goes up there ad-free as everything is there on Sunday.
That's right.
Leave your thoughts, leave your theories about Moon Knight. Of course, we always miss some stuff, even though we're the biggest fans in the world, but that's okay. We're all prone to making mistakes, and I think maybe that's the point of Moon Knight. Oh, it's about a big laser. I don't know. Let's find out. 4 episodes left.
Opening the roof of this pyramid and shooting out the big laser was a mistake, and I admit that now. Well, I forgive you. Big handshakes.
Yep.
End of show.
End of show. All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right, grab that, Jeremy, guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.